question for you. Have you ever had that feeling that something's off, that you're doing everything right and you're showing up, you're being responsible, and on paper everything makes sense, but deep down beneath the to-do list, the performance, there's a feeling of, is this really it? If that resonates with you, well, that's exactly what we're going to be exploring today. We'll cover what alignment means and what it doesn't, the 4 signs that you might be out of alignment, the 3 most common myths and stories that keep us stuck, and finally we'll look at practical steps to help to start really bringing you back into tune with what's true for you. So what does alignment mean? Let's get clear on this first. Alignment isn't about perfection. It's not about having everything figured out or always being on track. It simply means that your life, that's your choices, your actions, your directions, feels like it's coming from you. Not from outside pressure, not from outside conditioning or old conditioning, and not from old versions of yourself. It's coming from you. And when it comes from you, when you're in alignment, things feel easier. And what I mean by that is your energy is in alignment with your values. You're not running after your life, you're living fully within it. But when you're out of alignment, the disconnect can be really subtle. It doesn't always show up as chaos. It can show up as a quiet discontent, a low-grade tension, or even emotional fatigue. So given that the signs are so subtle, what is it that you should be looking for to gauge whether you're in alignment or not? Well, you might be tired. Not normal tiredness, it's that tiredness that not even sleep can fix. It doesn't matter how much rest you take it easy, but the heaviness just doesn't go away. And that could be because it's not about how much you're doing, but it's about where you're heading. And it's your body trying to tell you that the path you're on just doesn't feel very right for it. Or it might be that you've noticed that you stop enjoying the things that you used to love. So maybe you were really passionate about work or super committed to a goal, but now even when you think about it, it's exhausting. And again, this could be your gut telling you that it's no longer the right fit. Another example is you start avoiding your calendar because you look at your schedule and it just absolutely fills you with dread. Or maybe you look at it and it's just like, meh, it just feels a little bit boring. It doesn't feel good to you anymore. And so you suddenly find yourself cancelling things that used to excite you. You're busy, but somehow you're running on empty. It could show up as tiny frustrations starting to feel huge because your system is overwhelmed, but not because your life is too full, but because none of it really feels like you anymore. Take a breath here. Start to notice if any of these things feel familiar. And if so, it might just be that something's asking to be seen, asking to be heard. So before we move on to practical tips, if you are noticing these things, I want to clear up a few stories that often keep women stuck in misalignment. And one common one I hear all the time is, I've chosen this path, so I need to stick to it. But it's okay to change. Growing and evolving isn't failing. It's not giving up on the path for the sake of it. It's just a part of life. Something that once felt right might not fit anymore, and that's normal. It's sticking around just out of a sense of false loyalty to that path that you've chosen. That's the mistake, because it can quietly drain your energy. Another thing I hear often is, oh, it's just a rough patch. It's a challenge that I just need to push through. Well, there's a world of difference between a challenge and misalignment. Challenge stretches you. Misalignment slowly empties you. One builds strength, but the other one just drains your soul. So notice what it is for you. Is it a challenge? Is it really a challenge? Or is it misalignment? Is it draining? Another story I hear all the time is, if I leave this path, I'll be lost. This is me. This is what I do. This is what I've always done. But most women I work with feel the exact opposite once they honour that misalignment, once they realise they've been on a path that's not in alignment with their values. It creates space, and space for clarity to come in, space for the right path, the right path, because there's so many right paths to come into their lives. And often what they're afraid of is not losing themselves, but losing that mask that they've been wearing that has been actually obscuring their true selves. Because that mask is, you can imagine, the conditioning, the social conditioning, the beliefs that have been piled on to create this mask that has developed this persona that you believe to be you right now, which is not necessarily you, it's inherited. So what you're often afraid of losing is that mask, not your true self. So if any of this resonates with you, here are a few gentle ways to come back to yourself. First of all, use the question, is this mine? So when you're faced with a choice, a commitment, or even a goal, pause and ask yourself, is this mine? Is this version of success, love, purpose, whatever the goal is, truly chosen by me? Or is it inherited from someone else? Then listen to your body's wisdom. Your mind will try to justify it, explain or plan, strategize, etc. But your body tells the truth first. Drop into your body when you think about what it is that you want to achieve, what it is you're about to do, and observe, what are you feeling and where do you feel it? Do you feel tightness or constriction in your body? Because that's an indication that maybe this isn't the right step to take. Or do you feel expansive, which is like, yeah, let's do it. Start to think again in your body, what feels like a no, even if it looks like yes on paper. So place a hand on your belly and breathe into it. Ask, what are you trying to tell me? I get that it looks like a yes on paper, but it feels like a no. Why? Why is that? So if you start to notice that you're out of alignment in any area of your life, acknowledge that misalignment. Don't rush in to try and fix it. Because the moment that you start to feel that something's off, it's completely natural to want to jump in and act quickly. But real clarity comes from taking a pause, not from jumping into action. If you just think about it, if you jump into action without taking a pause, there's one path that doesn't feel quite right, so I'm going to jump into another path of action. And without the pause, you don't know whether you're jumping straight back into the old patterns, to the old behaviors, to the old conditioning. So sit with the discomfort for a bit. Go back to those questions. Is this really mine or is it inherited? How do I feel about it in my body? Because in that moment of pause, that's often where the truth starts to surface. So, to summarize, alignment is your internal sense of rightness. What's right for you? It's not perfection, it's not having everything figured out, it's just what's right for you. The body usually knows when you've drifted off away from that alignment. So listen to your body, ask your body. And misalignment isn't a dead end. It's a sign that you're beginning to awaken, that you're realizing that this mask that has been put on with conditioning, with all the stuff that I've talked about already, is starting to crumble. It's starting to not feel quite right. And when you discard that mask, as I've said, it's like you've got the key to the secret garden, and the path is the leaves covering the path has been blown away, and the future is filled with possibility that's aligned with your values, which in working with your values and your desires, it will feel more aligned to you, it will feel more fulfilling. So if this conversation has stirred something in you, if you're realizing that there might be parts of your life that you've outgrown, I've created an alignment audit that guides you through a short self-check across 5 key areas of your life work, relationship, your internal rhythm, goals, and identity. And it's designed to help you spot where you might be living out of sync with what really feels true for you. And it's free to download. I've put the link in the description below, so go on and download it and work through it. And I hope that it's really helpful for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And if this video resonated, please subscribe or share it with someone who might need this too.